The WWE Universe is in absolute turmoil, shaken to its very foundation by a scandal so staggering and unprecedented that it feels less like reality and more like a storyline too explosive for even Vince McMahon's wildest creative vision. Triple H, the cerebral assassin, the game, the man who helped shape modern WWE both in the ring and behind the scenes, has officially filed for divorce from his wife and longtime partner Stephanie McMahon after revelations of her alleged affair with none other than WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. The whispers began quietly, like shadows in the corridors of power, but it wasn't long before the rumors erupted across social media like wildfire, consuming Twitter threads, Reddit boards, wrestling forums, and locker room gossip with disbelief and outrage. Fans, wrestlers, and executives alike have been left reeling, wondering how the most stable and iconic couple in wrestling history could suddenly implode in such dramatic fashion. For over 2 decades, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were the embodiment of WWE power and royalty, their union symbolizing not only personal devotion but also professional dominance. They married in 2003, a partnership that bridged corporate boardrooms and the squared circle, guiding WWE through its most turbulent eras while maintaining the illusion of unbreakable strength. But behind the curtain, sources now reveal that cracks had begun to form, subtle at first, late-night absences, hushed conversations, secret meetings with Kurt Angle that raised eyebrows but never provoked direct confrontation. No one dared challenge the McMahons, because to question them was to question the very hierarchy of the business. When Triple H finally confronted Stephanie about the mounting suspicions, insiders described the scene as nothing short of an emotional earthquake, the calm, calculating game breaking down into raw, human devastation as Stephanie allegedly confessed to her betrayal, citing long-buried emotions and personal dissatisfaction as reasons. But for Triple H, explanations meant nothing, the wound was too deep, the trust irreparably shattered. The divorce filings, citing infidelity and irreconcilable differences, are now public record, and legal experts predict the fallout could reach far beyond the McMahon family into the very heart of WWE's leadership. This isn't just a divorce, it's a battle for control over creative authority, corporate assets, sponsorships, and the very narrative identity of WWE. Fans reacted with fury. Hashtags like #TripleHFury, #StephanieCheated, and #KurtAngleScandal trended worldwide within hours, with memes, rage-fueled videos, and emotional tributes flooding platforms. At live events, chants in support of Triple H echoed while jeers rained down at the mention of Stephanie or Angle. Wrestling forums debated endlessly whether WWE might dare weave this real-life scandal into storyline or keep it buried under a veil of corporate silence. Backstage, the environment is reportedly suffocating, with wrestlers whispering in hallways, forming alliances of loyalty or self-preservation. Some openly back Triple H, respecting his decades of leadership, while others avoid taking sides, terrified that association could cost them career opportunities. Executives are scrambling with emergency meetings, weighing the risks of sponsorship fallout, storyline disruptions, and plummeting morale. The media circus has not been confined to wrestling. Mainstream outlets have plastered the scandal across headlines, calling it one of the most shocking celebrity betrayals in recent history. Entertainment networks dissect the implications for WWE as both a family business and a global empire, juxtaposing Triple H's legacy as a stoic leader with Stephanie's sudden portrayal as the betrayer of both her husband and the dynasty she was meant to uphold. Kurt Angle's silence only intensifies the chaos. Once revered as an Olympic hero and one of WWE's most respected legends, his involvement in the affair has placed his legacy under brutal scrutiny. Fans are torn between disbelief and outrage, questioning how a man who had been celebrated for his integrity could cross such a line. Rumors swirl about private legal meetings, secret settlements, and whether WWE will quietly sideline him to contain the damage. The human toll cannot be ignored. Triple H, friends say, is devastated, oscillating between rage and heartbreak, cutting off appearances as he tries to shield his children from the media storm. Stephanie, under fire from fans and peers alike, has reportedly turned to lawyers and PR strategists in an attempt to salvage credibility and maintain some degree of corporate influence, though her standing is now precarious at best. Sponsors are rumored to be re-evaluating their partnerships, wary of associating with a scandal that has captured global attention. Industry insiders warn that this could alter WWE's leadership structure for years to come. Beyond the business, fans are grieving the loss of an ideal, the once unshakable power couple now exposed as fractured, vulnerable, and deeply human. For them, it's not just about betrayal, it's about the collapse of an image that defined loyalty and strength in the wrestling world. And still, the questions pile up. Will Triple H rise from this as an even more ruthless, uncompromising leader, using heartbreak as fuel to reshape WWE? Will Stephanie step back into the shadows, or will she attempt to claw her way back into influence despite the public backlash? What does this mean for Kurt Angle's legacy? Will WWE weave this real-life betrayal into its storytelling, or will it bury the scandal in silence while fans chant, debate, and rage louder than ever? What's clear is that nothing will be the same again. The Mcmahon-Helmsley empire has been shaken to its very core, and as the shockwaves ripple outward, from boardrooms to arenas, from families to fan bases, the wrestling world is left grappling with a saga more real, more heartbreaking, and more unforgettable than any scripted rivalry ever written. This isn't just scandal. It's history, and it will echo across WWE for years to come.